Raksha-stotra. We will start with Rama Raksha-stotra. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Asya Shri Rama Raksha-stotra mantrasya Buddha Kaushika Rishihi Anushtup-chandah Shri Sita Ramachandro Devata Sita Shaktihi Shrimad Hanuman Kilakam Shri Ramachandra Prityarthe Rama Raksha Stotra Jape Viniyogah Dhyaeda Janubaham Dhritasharadhanusham Baddha-padmasanastham Pītam Vasovasanam Navakamaladalaspardhimetram Prasannam Vāmankarudha Sita Mukha-kamalamilallochanam Nīradabham Nānālankara-deeptam Dadhatamurujata Mandalam Ramachandram Charitam Raghunathasya Shatakoti-pravistaram Ekaikamaksharam Pumsam Mahapataka-nashanam Dhyatva Nilotphalashyamam Ramam Rajivalocanam Janaki Lakshmanopetam Jata Mukutamanditam Sasituna Dhanurbaణpanim Naktam Charantakam Swalilaya Jagatratum Avirbhutamajam Vipum Rama Raksham Pathet Pradnyah Papagnim Sarvakamadam Shiro me Raghava Patu Bhalam Dasharathatmajah Kausalyeyo Drishau Patu Vishwamitra Priyashruti Ghranam Patu Makhatrata Mukham Saumitri Vatsalah Jihvam Vidya-Niketanam Patu Kantham Bharatavanditah Skandhau Divyayudha Patu Bhujau Bhagnesha Karmukah Karau Sita Pati Patu Hridayam Jamadagnyajit Madhyam Patu Kharadvamsi Nabhim Jambavadashrayah Sugriveshah Kati Patu Saktini Hanumat Prabhuh Uru Raghutama Patu Rakshak Kula Vinashakrit Januni Setu Krit Patu Janghe Dashamukhantakah Padau Vibhishana Shridah Patu Ramo Khilam Vapuh Etam Rama Balopetam Raksham Yasukriti Pathet Sachirayusukhi Putri Vijayi Vinayi Bhavet Patala Bhutala Vyoma Charinaschadmacharinah Nadrashtumapi Shaktaste Rakshitam Ramanamabhihi Rameti Ramabhadreti Ramachandreti Vasmaran Naro Nalipyate Papair Bhuktim Muktim Chavindati Jagat Jaitraika Mantrena Ramanamnabhirakshitam Yat Kanthe Dharayitasya Karasthaha Sarvasiddhayah Vajrapanjara Namedam Yorama Kavacham Smaret Avyāhatādnyah Sarvatra Labhate Jayamangalam Adishtavan Yatha Swapne Rama Raksham Imam Harah Tatha Likhitavan Pratah Prabuddho Buddha Kaushikah Āramah Kalpa Vrikshanam Viramah Sakalapadam Abhiramasthri Lokanam Rama Shriman Sanaprabhuh Karunau Rupa Sampannau Sukumarau Mahabalau Pundarika Vishalakshau Chira Krishna Jinambarau Phalamūlashinau Dantau Tapasau Brahmacharinau Putrau Dasharathasyaitai Bhratarau Rama Lakshmanau Sharanyau Sarvasatvanam Shreshthau Sarvadhanushmatam Rakshakula Nihantarau Trayitam No Raghuttamau Ata Sajja Dhanusha Vishusprisha Vaksha Yashuga Nishanga Sanginau Rakshanaya Mama Rama Lakshmana Vagratah Pati Sadaiva Gacchatam Sannaddah Kavachi Khadgi Chapavanadharo Yuva Gachan Manorathosmakam Rama Patu Salakshmanah Ramo Dasharati Shuro Lakshmana Anucharo Bali Kakutstha Purusha Purnah Kausalyeyo Raghuttamah Vedanta Vedyo Yajneshah Purana Purushottamah Janaki Vallabha Shriman Aprameya Parakramah Ityetani Japan Nityam Madbhaktah Shraddhayanvitah Ashvamedhadikam Punyam Samprapnoti Na Samshayah Ramam Durvadalashyamam Padmaksham Pitavasasam स्तुवन्ति नामभिर्दिव्यैर्नते संसारिणो नराः। रामं लक्ष्मणपूर्वजं रघुवरं सीतापतिं सुन्दरम् काकुत्स्थं करुणार्णवं गुणनिधिं विप्रप्रियं धार्मिकम् राजेन्द्रं सत्यसन्धं दशरथतनयं श्यामलं शान्तमूर्तिं वन्दे लोकाभिरामं रघुकुलतिलकं राघवं रावणारिं रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। श्रीराम राम रघुनन्दन राम राम श्रीराम राम भरताग्रज राम राम श्रीराम राम रणकर्कश राम राम श्रीराम राम शरणं भव राम राम श्रीरामचन्द्र चरणौ मनसा स्मरामि श्रीरामचन्द्र चरणौ वचसा गृह्णामि श्रीरामचन्द्र चरणौ शिरसा नमामि श्रीरामचन्द्र चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। माता रामो मत्पिता रामचन्द्रः स्वामी रामो मत्सखा रामचन्द्रः सर्वस्वं मे रामचन्द्रो दयालुर् नान्यं जाने नैव जाने न जाने दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य वामे तु जनकात्मजा पुरतो मारुतिर्यस्य तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनम् लोकाभिरामं रणरङ्गधीरं राजीवनेत्रं रघुवंशनाथं कारुण्यरूपं करुणाकरं तं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। भर्जनं भवबीजानाम् आर्जनं सुखसम्पदां तर्जनं यमदूतानां राम रामेति गर्जनम् रामो राजमणिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे रामेण विहता निशाचरचमो रामाय तस्मै नमः। रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम् रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर राम रामेति रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं श्रीराम नाम वरानने इति श्रीबुधकौशिकऋषिविरचितं श्रीरामरक्षास्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णं श्रीसीतारामचन्द्रार्पणमस्तु। जय श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। जय श्री महामाई की जय। जय श्री वीर हनुमान की जय। जय श्री बुध कौशिक ऋषि की जय। जय श्री सर्व देव देवी स्वरूपों की जय। You said you will finish the chanting. So, I will first of all take this opportunity, considering it as my greatest privilege and honor, to introduce Swamiji to all of us. Swamiji is not new to us because we had his session last year through Zoom. When he could not make it to the East Coast in person, we had his session. So, illa bedappa bedavaja ha astu. ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಫೋನ್ ತರಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹೋದಯ ನೀವು ನಂಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೋನಿಂದ ಈಗ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಐ ನೋ ಈ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇನಫ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಹೋಪ್ಫುಲಿ ಮೈ ಫೋನ್ ಶುಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟರ್ or shall we request Vinod Mahodaya to do a bandana? ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಹಾ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ ಐ ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಯಾ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸಾರಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಟ್ ಎಸ್ Swami Vinayakananda ji Maharaj is from the Bailur Ramakrishna Ashrama, which is in Karnataka. He was born and brought up in Bangalore, India. He was born in 1951 to Hindu parents. He often tells, I was made to be born as Hindu because it includes all religions and is a repository of all religious and spiritual thoughts. His parents were noble, pious, and were one among those rare souls who lived a pure spiritual life with great concern for humanity and seeking human welfare. Swamiji used to tell us they never spoke to us anything but of God, spiritual matters, principles and secrets of life, and regarding our studies, and equally insisted on service to mankind and acquisition of true knowledge rather than conventional learning. It was in this divine atmosphere his childhood and early youth was spent. The doors to metaphysical understanding were open early in his life. Swamiji told us, I started my sadhana, spiritual life, before I could enter my college life. I began my higher life with my own mind watching and observing the life of others and tallying them with human values and human ideals. He said, by the time I came to the final year of my graduation, I came to know the meaning and purpose of human life. I understood without living for higher ideals, life becomes purposeless, and without attainments, life becomes meaningless. We've heard him saying, my parents and the wise elderly people of those days whom I met repeatedly pointed out to the striking factors of this world, that is, impermanency of all that exists in this relative plane and uncertainty pervading it. And they never hesitated in pointing out the vanity of worldly enjoyments and their pursuits that are causes of all evils and sin in the society and bondage and suffering for the individual soul. I too realized its truth soon and developed the firm conviction that life in the world must be according to dharma, righteousness and legitimacy, and in harmony with nature, God, and society. The only purpose of human life is to realize God and serve mankind. He finished his graduation in science, BSc, in the year 1971. By that time, he had already decided to renounce the worldly pursuits and take to monastic life with the twin ideal of Swami Vivekananda, Atmano Mokshartham and Jagadhitaya. But the family circumstances demanded his care and loving services till his next brother took up the charge of the home. In 1976, he got initiated into spiritual life with Mantra Diksha from Srimad Swami Vireshwaranandaji, the 10th president of the Ramakrishna order. He formally renounced and joined Sri Ramakrishna Matha and mission in 1977 at their Bangalore center. He was not disgust in life, neither of fear of the world, nor with contempt for the world that he renounced. It was the burning fire within, longing for God and higher life. He had overgrown the family limits and was on his inner journey that makes him embrace the entire world, devoting himself and his all time, day in and day out, to spiritual pursuits under the guidance and company of all renounced great stalwarts of Sri Ramakrishna Matha and mission. He started serving the institution in various ways and in various capacities in different parts of India. He had his sannyasa in 1987 from the 11th President Srimad Swami Gambhiranandaji. Before that, he had retired to the Narmada forests in Madhya Pradesh for tapas. He went for tapasya again in 1987-88 for 1.5 years and came back to serve the people. Finally, seeing that the purpose of life has not yet been fulfilled and sadhana has not ended, he finally, with the blessings of elder monks, got relieved and left for tapasya in 1989. He entered the thick, uninhabited forest of Madhya Pradesh, the Satpura range, with the help of forest department. Living there all alone, surviving only on beaten rice and water, he spent 4.5 years in the forest and 5 years on the proper banks of river Narmada and went to Himalayas to continue the tapasya. After spending nearly 12 years totally in tapasya, he came to South India as a mendicant monk. A few earnest spiritual seekers gathered around him, being inspired by his life and spiritual vision. Swamiji has been emphasizing much on the need of genuine spirituality, which expresses itself in leading a pure life of devotion and service, shunning all enjoyments and seeking God alone. Many were ready to renounce. They formed a group, and that was the beginning of Sri Ramakrishna Ashrama, Bailur Mutt, Bailur, Karkala Taluk, Udupi district, Karnataka. This slowly expanding spiritual institution has now formally three organizations: Sri Ramakrishna Ashrama, the monastic organization, and Sri Ramakrishna Sharada Ashrama, the missionary wing for public service, and Sharada Foundation, women monastic wing, togetherly and popularly known as Bailur Mutt. He is a unique motivator, loving and powerful trainer, creative and skilled in all aspects of human evolution. His writings, sayings, and explanations are backed by his own spiritual attainments and divine promptings. Currently, he is with us at Bailur Ashrama, but his heart rests with God and the mankind at global levels. We have found him constantly striving for uniting the entire humanity and the nation. He covers all aspects of spirituality and religions and highly scientific in approach. He milks every scripture and feeds us with the nourishing aspect of spirituality. To know him is to know our ancient India. Written by an inmate, Sri Ramakrishna Ashrama, Bailuru.
स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता ह्यः सर्वविद्यास्वरूपः शान्तं प्रणमामि। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहाय। Namaste to you. सर्वे संस्कृतं जानन्ति वा?
सर्वे न जानन्ति महोदय, केचन जनाः। आङ्ग्लभाषायां।
Yes. केचन जनाः
इत्युक्ते प्रौढाः बालकाः इदानीमेव पठन्ति, तदर्थं सम्भाषणम् अवगन्तुं न शक्नुवन्ति इति अहं चिन्तयामि। अर्चना भगिनी शिक्षिका अस्ति। अर्चना भगिनी, नीतल् भगिनी अपि इदानीं नास्ति, मातङ्गी भगिनी अपि इदानीं नास्ति अत्र। अस्तु अस्तु।
Yes, what shall I do? It's so nice to meet you. Any specific thing I can tell them? Any questions you have in your mind? Because the spiritual world has no dimension. It's a huge, limitless ocean. Once you dive into know it, you know what it is. The whole thing is to transcend our all limitations and go beyond. Not to be slave of anything. Freedom, freedom. From every aspect of life and existence we need freedom. So, how to begin? Can I touch the spiritual world?
Anything that the children can relate to.
How long?
45 minutes, and then we'll open for question answers.
Yes.
For the next.
First for all, just we will analyze ourselves. To know what is God in Hinduism is little difficult for, especially for Westerners and those who have grown up in Western background. Because these Westerners always see so many gods and goddesses. What is all this? Why not one God like all other religions? What is this so many gods? Is one of the important questions they all ask. It confuses them. It is one God, many manifestations, like me, myself. With each person have a different relationship. I'm one with my sister, I'm one with my friend, I'm one with my teacher. How many faces I have? When I sit for meditation, I'm an entirely different person. So many personalities are there. Each time a particular person comes, I project one of the aspects of my existence. Many aspects, many personalities I integrate within myself, I possess, and I manifest like that nature. So many aspects of nature we interact. Now, first, all of you can understand English?
Yes.
My English?
Yes.
Because it is Indian English. Perhaps after some time of interaction with the Westerners, I may be able to speak a little of the American-oriented English. Formerly, in India itself, we used to have so many varieties of English. Bengali English is different from Carnatic English, and internal. If you go to Kerala, another English, like that. English is no more a monopoly of Britishers. Every Russian English is different, Chinese English is different, the pronunciation American is different. Well, coming to the subject, just you see how you sleep. Hmm, I am conscious now. This consciousness is withdrawn when you sleep. No? The moment it is withdrawn, I completely, the world disappears. The moment I sleep, the world disappears. My body also I am separating from. My existence continues without body awareness. I enter into a dimension unrelated to body. This is called level of consciousness. I'm entering a different level of consciousness. Prajna. From there, I enter into deep sleep. The moment I enter, withdraw, I am in dream state. I enter into dream. The dream world appears to me. I am in a different consciousness where there's a dream world, and the dream world is a kalpanika jagat, an imaginary world of mind. Mind is playing a world, and it is so as if this world is there. Mind has taken that shape of the world. The people in the dream is mind, the space, the sky, water, everything is mind. Except mind, nothing is there. Mind has taken so many forms and standing there. Mind alone. And my image also is there in dream. My body exactly like this, my behavior, my tendencies, it is projected in such a way. The moment I enter into dream, I identify with the dream body. Oh, I am here. The moment I identify with the dream body, the dream world looks real. As long as I am in dream, the dream world is real for me. From there, just like I left my body, my mind and senses also I'm separating. This physical body is called gross body, physical. Sthula Sharira. I live, I enter into dream state because I have mind and senses still. Actually, it is 17 parts. Panchajnanendriya, Panchakarmendriya, Panchaprana, Buddhi-Manas. But for general understanding, we take mind and senses. Mind and senses are continuing. Physical body is I have left and come away. And identification with this, mind and I leave the mind and senses also, just like I left the body, I enter into deep sleep. I think dream also leaves. This is how. Who are you in this body? In waking state, you identify with the physical body. In dream state, you identify with the dream body and started experiencing the dream world. And you went into deep sleep. Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti. Waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. We are passing through 3 levels of consciousness every day. Can we go to the higher level of consciousness? That is spiritual world. Can you know yourself, really who you are in this body? Where from you came? Where are you going? Temporary separation is sleep. Permanent separation is death. Where are you going after leaving this body? Who are you in this body? This is Atma. Now, to make this understanding clear to you, we have 3 bodies: Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira, gross body, subtle body, and causal body. 3 bodies. Remember this clearly. We have 3 bodies, not only physical body. And we pass through three levels of consciousness. Jagat, Swapna, Shushupti. Waking, dreaming, and last, all this belongs to nature, Prakriti. So I can live and go away. All these are like quotes I am wearing. Three bodies, and I live through. The pivot on which the three bodies are standing, the three levels of consciousness I go, is called heart of earth. Just like heart of city, heart of earth, the temperature in the heart of earth is 2000 Celsius, the centermost part, like that centermost part of it. We have three hearts. Heart that pumps blood, feeling heart. I feel lonely. I feel others suffering. My child is not well. I feel that feeling, the feeling heart, physical heart, feeling spiritual. Spiritual heart is I exist. There we go, pure existence of my alone. Every day we go to that I alone, separating all the layers of nature, leaving all the nature, and go to the last point. I am conscious, this consciousness will be withdrawn. I go to the core of my being and expand in the universal consciousness. Vishva Chaitanya. Yashti Chaitanya, Vishva Chaitanya. I expand every day. I become one with all beings, all the rest of the existence. I become one. Again, my karmic load is pending. I have to experience, I've done so many good and bad. I have to experience joys and sorrows. I have to come out. Nature calls me back, come, come. You have to experience. I have attachments, I have ambitions. All this will call us back, and we slowly shrink back to that last point which we made and project out. Again, it is, see, sleeping is just like you are putting off a mobile phone. First you put off the mobile phone, only external body alone puts on. Inside daytime, everything is working. If you put for charging, it gets charged. If you call, it will come back. This is dream state. Inside it is working, outside it is sleeping. You put on. If you remove the battery, what happens? Internal work also stops. Date and time, everything stops. If you put for charging, it will not get charged. If you remove also, it will not, if you call, it will not come out. This is deep sleep. But what happens to all the data you have fed? Addresses you have fed, all this. It will remain in the memory unit, memory disk, or hard disk. This is our causal body. Where our knowledge, what happens to our knowledge when we sleep? It gets erased or no? It goes and stays in the causal body in dormant state. Our knowledge, our tendencies, our ambitions, our identity, I am so and so. It also erased, goes to seed form and remains like songs in pen drive. All your knowledge and identity remains in unmanifest state. When you wake up, again it activates. So, if you put off, you are in dream state. If you remove the battery, you are in the deep sleep state of the mobile. When waking up, you expand and again shrink back to the you project out. And first you touch the causal body. All your memories and all start activating. This state is just like you are opening the laptop. Mother open the laptop. When you open this to switch on, something start revolving. And wait, it says. When it's wait, all the you touch the Karana Sharira, causal body, and all your memories, knowledge, and everything is waking up. Wait. Then you further you touch the subtle body, Sukshma Sharira. When you touch the Sukshma Sharira, subtle body, mind and senses, in your laptop, windows are opening, will come. That means you are touching the subtle body. Then further, it touches the Sthula Sharira. The moment it touches the Sthula Sharira, welcome, welcome. You wake up. And all the things are. You can call for any file, office file, school file, children file. So we pass through. So what is beyond? What is your real nature? Every day nature wants to know yes, you are not this body. Why are you identifying with this body? It wants you to show you are independent of body. Till you wake up, you are independent of body. While waking up, exactly, you start saying, I am this body, I am this body. Wherefore this ego comes. So this is what we are. We sleep every day and wake up. Similarly, whole universe goes back to cause and power. Again manifest. This is called Srishti Sthiti. Whole thing dissolves. How? Matter and energy are interconnected. E is equal to mc square. We went to the, while coming on the way, Einstein's house. We saw in King. E is equal to mc square. Energy and matter are interconnected. The whole thing becomes energy, Shakti, and again merges in the absolute existence, in which the absolute existence, the whole universe and all beings merge, we call Brahman, the impersonal God, God absolute for us, Hindus. You understand? It's a motion of Satchidananda. In that one wave is Rama, one wave is Krishna, one wave is Durga, one motion. You can have any number of waves. Each wave is an aspect of God. We are all small ripples in that ocean. We hold on to waves and start expanding in the going beyond the limitations of nature. This is the whole of life. In every one of us, there will be three natures: animalhood, humanhood, and divinehood. Pashu Bhava, Manava Bhava, Daiva. All the three will be there. So to destroy the animal in us, animalhood, transcend the humanhood, go beyond the humanhood also, and manifest our inner identity. This is the whole plan of nature. Evolution is the process of nature. Nature wants us to evolve to our divine. If you walk, it must be divine. If you talk, it must be divine. If you move, it must be divine. Okay? What is God? The whole universe, the consciousness that pervades the universe, Chaitanya, Vishwa Chaitanya, we call personal God. Ishvara. Whom we worship, whom we pray. In that, its manifestation, we call the Devatas, in nature. There are no Ganesh Chaturthi is going to come. There is a power in nature which removes all the obstacles when you are walking on the path of Dharma. According to nature, which starts with that power we call donation. You worship it. Whatever you want. Now the whole absolute existence in which the billions of universe appear and disappear, Ananta Koti Brahmandas appear and disappear, we call Brahman, is represented by Om. And all the powers, the whole universe, the power with which the whole universe appears, you can imagine in every atom how much energy is there. You know, atomic bomb when it is blasted in one atom, just a separate and keep, when it unites, a huge amount of energy is released. You can imagine the energy if you go to ocean and stand. You know how the waves come and push you. Imagine the whole energy of the universe. This we represent with my dream. Dream is the whole energy in the universe, the energy that makes the universe dissolve and reappear. All jivas to come up and go is represented. Dream includes all the energies, all the plan of the nature within the nature. Now it is like government. Hmm. You want education, you have to go to educational department. We call it I am Saraswati. What you want in this world? You want learning, knowledge, then we call one power of the universe which provides it. Saraswati. You want wealth and prosperity, another finance department you have to go. We call it Sri Mahalakshmi. So many gods and goddesses are just like your government, in which whatever department you want, whatever you want, you go to that particular department. You will not go to defense and ask for education. You want protection, then you will go to defense or police. Cream, Kali, if you want protection. So the whole thing is a picture of the whole picture of the Hinduism. Okay. Now you must understand these children especially. How to control mind. One thing what we need is humility, absence of ego. Who is she? How to tell me that should never come in our humility, humanity, to love all humans and serve as much as possible. Understand their suffering and serve them as much as possible. Humanity, humility, the service attitude. And one thing we need is restraint, control, self-control. You have to exercise self-control, especially children of young age. How much you can make it. See, I will give you a small example. There was birthday of a child in Chennai. I was in Chennai. They called me for school. No, they from the he had to go to school. Before he goes to school, they want to finish off the birthday. They have to go to the office. So morning 7 o'clock I had to go. 8 o'clock they will run away for all their duties. The mother has taught them what is mind, what are the senses, how senses drag, and how we heal, how mind works. All this mother sits and tells them. The small children. Two are in the kindergarten, one is in the fourth standard or fifth standard. His birthday. I've gone to that. Mother explains very bit. Now, after coming from the office, take the children, they all will sit down and go on explaining. What is the duty of parents, you see? I went and sat like this on sofa. For them, they have to go to school. The mother will prepare batter of idli every day, morning idli and sambar. Every day. The children call it poor man's cake. Today also the same. Today also the same. Because they don't have time, they have to rush. So they prepare the idli and keep on the table and sambar. You have to put and eat. Every day eating same thing. And I went with the same batter. Mother put on those signs. They had keep table, father, and three children are sitting. I am sitting on the sofa. Tiny sound came dosa, and it smelled. The boys saw inside. Mother is putting dosa. Same idli is here. And one small boy, child, the youngest one, we looked at it. Amma, enupar dosa. Mommy, I want a dosa. Mother has just kept one dosa for me on the desk, and just was going inside the kitchen. She heard the child telling, I want a dosa. What mother wanted you know? Simply went inside the kitchen, put off the stove, and came to the boy. The boy started shivering. Mama, I don't want to this time. Mother stood by the side, lovingly. Do you think I'm angry? I come to ask you a question. Why are you shivering like this? Then mother asked, now you wanted dosa. Dosa gives the same energy as idli. Both are giving the same nourishment. Why did you ask for dosa? The child thought is funny, right? And told, my senses are demanding. My senses are demanding. Mother said, what about your mind? Mind also is going behind the senses. Oh yeah, this is a small child. Then what happened to your buddhi, intellect? Buddhi has become Brahmita. It has become deluded. And not able to think. My intellect is deluded. Mind is running behind the senses. Senses are really running behind the object. You want to win, or your senses should win? I said, no, I want to. Then do you want dosa? When I came also, you said, and I don't want, I don't want. You said, now also you are saying, what is the difference? Then I said out of fear, and I am telling out of jnana, knowingly I am telling. And I was afraid. See the difference. How to exercise, how the senses and mind run after the things, how to wait and understand the mother said, my child, she hugged the child and told, one day you conquer all the senses. You will be free. Freedom of senses, freedom of senses will bind you, make you slave in this world. Freedom from senses. You eat it at your being instead of eating as a slave, you will eat as a master. To be a slave and eat enjoying, and to be a master and enjoying, how much difference it makes. Mother explained, then said sorry to me and went and lighted the stove again. Then she told and came and told, Swamiji, I could have told later on. If I tell later on, it becomes only information. Now it becomes an instruction. When it happens, if you tell, it immediately catches. Afterwards, it only mother is telling an information. Yes, read in the newspaper. This much difference it creates. And similarly, have no expectations in your life. Anything, anyway. Very difficult to tell, but one day or the other, you have to face life and you see, don't have. You have come to give, love all people, go on giving, don't have expectation. It will make you deena, lowly in this world if you have expectations. And subjected to so much of impingement, so much of suffering. Instead of always walk with greatness and pride. Another small incident I will tell you. I was finally posted to Chennai, Ayo. From Chennai, I was posted to Ramarpur, birthplace of Ramakrishna. As a sannyasi, I was posted there. I was looking after the groups, traditional groups. Auditor used to come. That auditor is Bengali. He had two daughters. One, Vallavi, younger one. She is very small. She was studying in second standard, second, second grade, what you call second. Hmm. And elder, well, I did not see her, elder sister. After, before my coming, they came once. This, every auditing, every year, father will bring that girl, small girl. And she used to be alone somewhere. He will stay for 1 week, check all the accounts, do everything, and go away. That girl will be alone, standing here and there. First day they came, she came, and I want to talk to small children like this, want to tell philosophy and all about life. Their time is to dance and play. And I called her and gave some chocolates to her. She took the chocolates and thank you so much. She said, small girl. And I'll come in a minute, she said, and went out. I thought she will go and eat and come. She took it and went slowly outside, saw one beggar boy was sitting outside. She gave that to the children, that boy, and came over. I was seeing from the window, where does she go? What does she do? She has given the children to give away the chocolates and all. It was, wow. She came and I asked, where did you go? I went out. What did you do with chocolates? While coming from the ashram, I saw a boy sitting there. He was expecting something from me. I did not have anything to give to the boy. So when you gave this, I thought I would give to the boy. And I went out to give. Then she came and sat. I gave her 2 more chocolates I kept in the pocket. And I told one story to her. She was listening. Children's small stories. And I asked her to tell a story. She told me a story, and then moral of the story, and one experience from her own life. I was fascinated how much deep they might be thinking. And later on, I came to know that second standard girl is teaching 12 students of first standard every day after the school in their home. And her elder sister, 7th standard, is teaching up to 5th standard. Mother helps them. In the school like this, in the house, after the night, 7 to 8:30, they will join. And mothers and children is teach the other children. Then she told one incident. He's so many stories and incidents. One story is, one incident is, the story is there. I will not tell the story, but the moral is you must love all. Mother was sick. Doctor came and prescribed some medicine. She's very observant. Silently she was sitting. If person comes and goes, she knows why he has come, what is he going to do. Small girl, second grade. So much observant and so much into everything. Doctor has come. She's standing in a corner just watching him. Then the doctor saw he was given a cup of coffee, talking. He called the child and asked, what is your name? This, that, and then he gave a chocolate. She received this chocolate and asked the doctor, why did you give this chocolate to me? He said, I love you. Do you love all? He said, yes, I love all. Suppose a dirty boy, street boy, shabby, dirty, from the street, from slum, comes and will you treat him in the way you are treating me? Doctor thought for a while. Said no. Then doctor got me down on this. She told the doctor, you don't know this. You tell you are loving. When you are able to love everyone in the same way, then you are able to love. Another incident she told her, one of the friend, third standard, she's in second standard, third standard girl. Her birthday was there in school. She called all the children to her home, all her classmates, and those who are known, the elder children and all, younger children who are in contact. She called all, my birthday tomorrow. Okay. So many girls, about 150 girls have joined for her birthday, and the aristocratic family at work. She has got huge hall in the house. They all joined, and all are gorgeous dresses and all are wearing. One girl is wearing neat and fine, clean dress, but not gorgeous dress and all. She too was there. And then the uh, it already the difference has come amidst the children seeing their dress. This girl, after the cake cutting, this and all, each one is giving their presents. She's taking one first one big fine girl came with a big present and she kept that. Thank you, this, that, and all going on. In between, this girl came. She has got a small packet for present. And her dress and all is not nice to look at. She went and gave. And she received it. She looked at it. She kept like this. Immediately, all the other children, they will laugh, you see. She got insulted. She simply went behind. As if frightened and with tears in her eyes. She went. Pallavi saw this. She's hurt. And then she went and started talking to her as if nothing has happened. She's second standard girl, the other is third standard girl. Where is our need, you see? How to see our need? Nobody is concerned, everybody is laughing at her. But she alone knows. And then, after a while, everything was over. They had to go for tea. Another hall was arranged for tea. Hey, come, we'll go. She's calling everyone and looking at this girl, not calling. She felt, I don't know what to do. She doesn't know what to do, whether to run away or to go inside with all children. She was standing alone. So the girl took all the children and went away. And Pallavi came running and took my laughter. As if life has come back. How the situation come, where is our need, you see? How much humble, how much conscious we must be there of the suffering of others. Then she took her, and then they had tea and all were partying. Mother and daughter is standing at the gate and giving parting presents to all. And oh, thank you, go, and this thing. When this girl came, she was reluctant to give the party. Then mother said, give. She gave and told, go. If you want, your present you are given is there on my table. You can take and go. But she was so much insulted. She kept the gift, parting gift there, and started running, weeping and running. Pallavi saw her running away. She thought, if I go behind her, I'll be in bad books of this girl. She went, waited for 2 minutes, and told her, just I'm coming, and I'll come back, she said, and went walking and ran and caught hold of that girl. And why are you weeping like this? What has happened? Don't expect anything from anybody. Don't accept anything from anybody. You have love. Give love. Why are you expecting her to love you? What if she has hatred within? She's giving hatred. Doesn't matter. For that should you weep? Whatever whoever has got, they will give. So you have love. Give. Don't expect anything. Consoled her, took her home, left her home in her home, came back to this girl again. She was opening all the packets and seeing what is there. And then, one by one, she has not opened this one packet. Pallavi is observing. Last, she took out the packet, opened, one fine fragrance spray was there. And she pressed it. Oh, so good. She liked it. Pallavi was observing. Pallavi said, how nice, no? She said, yes, it is nice. But you made that girl to peep and go. Was it right on your part to make a guest peep and go from your house? And how much she loves you. And you hate her just because she doesn't wear nice dresses? Don't you see their nature and character? You want external glory? And she said, sorry, I did not know. But where should you go? Now you come. We are going to tell sorry to her. She took her back to her house, made their friends again, came. How much of our need is there? How much hunger? How much we must feel for others? We are concerned about ourselves always, but our need is there in the world everywhere. So there we have to sacrifice, give humility, be humble. Humanity, love humans all, humanism, and then self-control. We master. In Hindi there was a song, हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करे. Before you conquer others, conquer yourself. Conquering others is so easy. So self-conquest is most difficult. Alexander, last ending, very conquers the whole world as it. Last, when he is going for conquest on India, he goes to his guru. Each time he used to ask for blessing. Bless me, I'm When he came to India, he goes to his guru, doesn't ask him to bless and permission. He says, I'm going to conquer India. What should I bring for? Guru understands as God. He says, if you find a person who can remove your greed for power and wealth, bring him to India. I have heard in India such people are there. And he gets defeated and goes back with lots of wounds. He took The military separates, one group goes back, he fights, and last he is wounded and his body goes back to his country. He will be put on plantain leaf. Pus is flowing from the body last days because any cloth will get stuck. So, and then all that will be going down. Last, when the death comes, one soldier will be serving him with great love. His master will say, and one white cloth will be put on his body that mosquitoes and flies do not sit on his body. And he'll be on the deathbed. Last, when death comes, he calls his saver, servant, his one who is looking after him. Ask, keep my two hands alone outside and cover the whole body. Understand what are you saying? Why these two hands outside and nothing to be everything to be covered? He says, let the people know who has conquered the whole world is going empty handed. We should not go empty handed. So, with the realization, with self confidence, transcending the whole nature. All right. We are nearing 40. Any questions? Children also can ask without any hesitation. Feel anything that comes to your mind.
Concentrate on spiritual and also say, leave everything there, keep a simple life, things like that.
No, no. It is, see, we need both. You have to move with the world at the world speed. You must get all the knowledge, secular knowledge. But this will not give us peace. We'll get everything. We'll get all the enjoyments, but you lose the human peace. So you must make them understand what every jiva is searching for in this world is, I want happiness. I want peace. I want freedom. Children do not want to live with parents or go and know about because they want freedom. These are the things every jiva, when ant is there, when worm is moving, try to touch it, it screams, leave me, leave me. Sukham me hoya, dukham me mahabhu. May I get happiness, may I never be deprived of, be subjected to any suffering. It doesn't want suffering, it wants happiness. A bird is sitting, go near, to fly away. It goes and sits on the back of a cow, but not on the shoulder of a man. That bird wants to be free. Don't catch me. Don't put me in the case I want to be free. Anybody wants, elders especially. So we should see that we don't have peace. Losing peace, we have got everything in our life. Peace. So these three, are we going to get this in this world? We not. So all other things, our livelihood must be there in the world, and I need everything what others have. And I must be competitive in this world also. At the same time, to enjoy the inner peace, inner joy, at all times, irrespective of the situations of life. And all situations of life, old age comes, body is going to crumble down. Then our silence feel that inner joy and inner passion. For this we need spiritual total freedom from nature. Nature should not bind me. Okay. That's why I give first the self-knowledge. Know who you are, then the body is there automatically. You are the temporary separation is sleep, permanent separation is death. Where are you going? Next body is kept ready by nature. The nature is bringing us. Whole thing is maintained by nature. We only eat. Hunger is made by nature. We eat. All animals you see. Hunger is made by eat. Digestion, breaking down. Everything is done by nature. Absorption by the village. Taking the nutrition to every cell and oxygen. Feeding every cell like a mother. Taking away the waste, carbon dioxide. Everything nature is doing. I cannot do anything. I don't know how to control pancreas or liver. I can't do. Nature is doing. The womb, how beautiful the child is growing. There is no participation of mother or child. It grows. Who is bringing up? Once I sleep, I cannot come out. I don't know there is a waking state. I've left my body. Nature has to bring me back. Nature takes me inside. That nature keeps the next body ready already. And take, just like sending SMS. Turn up, it appears. So nature, let nature can be loved. Be subjected to that nature. You'll be always at peace. We are throwing an assault on nature now because of the advancement in science and technology. We will never get peace. So make the children understand the need of spiritual life parallel to the secular life, but to balance nicely. See, children don't miss anything in life. Masti karna, khana, pina, going to picnic, everything. You don't miss anything. By 25, 22, they finish their education. Like that, our life is there without missing anything of the life. Little sadhana will go on there. In the end, before the old age comes, you must know who you are in this world. Let the body follow, just like old clock. What does it matter? I am not this body. Remember what she was saying? He gets cancer. His leg starts rotting. Brinjal said rot, you see, and the leg rots and it opens up. Worms start coming out in those days. Used to pick up and those worms and put back. What are you doing, Swamiji? Because they will die of them. They don't get food outside. Let them be. It doesn't matter. That much of independence from body. Just by I'm not body. We are not. Nature takes us every day and shows you are not this body. Nothing is here, yes. But waking up again, we identify this body. Make them know who you are in this body. That's why I gave that first definition of three bodies we have. Now we separate from nature every day, become one with God every day, and again shrink back and project to the bodily mind. We are going in and out. Same way, no nature also goes enters into the absolute, dissolves, Ananta Koti Brahmanda appears and disappears in the ocean of Satchidananda. It is absolute existence. Or what we call Nirguna Nirakara Brahma. And Saguna Sakara is the universal consciousness. Ishvara, whom you worship as God. And individuals. Consciousness that pervades the body is Jivatma, which pervades the universe is Paramatma. What is beyond is the Brahman. Suppose there is a pot in the room, pot space is Jivatma. Room space is Paramatma. The absolute space beyond is Brahman. Space is one, it is Akhanda. You cannot cut it. But this pot appears to be. In night, we forget this pot and become one with the universal consciousness. The pot space becomes the one with the universe. It's because it's appearance of the Jiva. So this is space is now I'm going to India back. Will I can carry a small space from America? No? I can't. So space is outer way. Atman is outer way. Body with limitation make it Jiva. Identification with body only. Karma exists only because of identification. Suppose you kick someone in sleep, it will not become karma. When you are awake, if you kick someone, it becomes karma. Because I sense is not there. In Brahmadhyanis, the realized souls, whatever they do, it will not become karma. Because I is not there. The divine eye is there. They see divine very well, in everyone. As long as I'm body, I see body only. When I know myself independent of body, I start seeing like bulb burning daytime. Bulb is put out. Only bulb is see. When it is switched on, light also. Like that you start seeing divine also and the body also. Body becomes insignificant. Divine alone you start seeing it. The Atma Jnana need not go to the Atma Jnana. Just a spiritual awakening. So just to be spiritual awakening, you know you are not body. Dissociate from the body. We go from Deha Bhava to Jiva Bhava, Jiva Bhava. The whole thing is to transcend nature and go to it. Inside there are natures, lust, greed, anger, all this. We have to transcend it, get rid of it. And our divine qualities have to. What happens regarding children is the only 20% of the parental traits they inherit. Remaining is the software they bring from the previous life. It starts working. And nature separates the child from mother. In no species the child will die only if the mother lives and goes. Humans, if they leave the child and go, they die. They cannot survive. That child, when it walks on the floor, you call it. It's a human. 2-year-old child will decide what it has to eat. Mother cannot decide. No, the nature is separating the child from the gurus. It is making it difficult. We have right to give birth to a child. We can't say it is mine because it belongs to nature. Nature blessed me to become a mother. That's all. Blessed to give birth to a child. But the child belongs to nature. Nature itself separates. When it comes to youth, there is no parents. The world is there. And I am there. So from childhood, pre-conception, you have to start praying, give me child, it should be like this one. And then from first day, when the child weeps, we take it. It knows if we weep, then we'll get everything. It uses that as weapon throughout its childhood. anything on time. So, and you start giving. If you start loving it when it laughs and it weeps, just to try to divert its attention, it will understand. If I weep, nothing I will get. If I laugh and make fun, then I'll get everything. You do not use weeping. All negativity must start removing from the first day. Where suppose a child sees something, why it is the child is seeing it again and again there. All negativity which he has brought from past life is software. You have to eliminate positivity to keep, positivity to add, go on adding, and build up the chains. Child. Just like I told the story, that's why his mother, and it goes and I want one more. I want to how the mother is taught the child. You want to win or your senses have to win? What a question to that small child. And hugging and loving, she says, one day you conquer all the senses, my child. Then you can be free in this world. Eat anything, be anywhere, nothing will bother you. Don't enjoy as a slave, enjoy as a master. What words you say? That is life. That we have to train them one by one and give them lot of love that they must remember the love that I got from mother. No one has given me. In the old age, they must be remembering. Otherwise, for sake of little love, they should not run here and there and be caught in the meshes. My child, love, give love, don't expect. Don't be a slave. You have to slowly go on giving examples, stories, this, that, and that. Build up their personality, character, make them free in this world. Once they stand on their own legs, nature has given you a chair, make them perfect. Thank you. And wash up. That much responsibility. For having given, what more do we want from our children? They must be happy. They must not undergo any suffering. Any other question?
Thank you so much for the beautiful song. Feel like listening to for another 3 hours. I think every one of us agree with that. And we are meeting Vidya-Niketanam parents and the family are meeting after a long time. And this is the best occasion, and it was really up for us to have you here to bless us with this occasion so everybody can come in person and see you and get your blessing. We really enjoyed your talk. Please do come again many more times and bless us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Swamiji. We usually say the three Shanti mantras and then we do Aarti with Namona. We will do that now.
And remember these three things. We have three bodies and my existence independent of body. I am Atma-Swarupa. I am eternal, I am divine, pure. And slowly try to realize that who am I in this body? Before the body falls, a lot of time is there. God has given the energy, and all things are placed inside to achieve it. You need not go anywhere. The search is within, not within. You don't even need help. Nature is providing everything. And the concept of God, one ocean of Sachidananda God, in that one wave is Rama, one wave is Krishna. Same thing. Behind a wave cannot be independent of ocean. Behind every wave, the same Sachidananda. It is appearing, ocean is appearing as a wave itself. The Sachidananda, infinite existence, Nirguna Nirakara is appearing, is manifesting as Sachidananda. It's all. This much you remember. and try to exercise a few things: humanity, humility, love of all beings, service that you can do, sacrifice, renunciation, and all come later. And we don't need it. If you can love all beings, love God is sufficient. All right.
सर्वधर्मस्थापकत्वम् सर्वधर्मस्वरूपकः आचार्याणां महाचार्यो रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। यथाग्निर्दाहिता शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता हिया सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे स्वामिने तापहारिणे।